Platformers, pro wrestling based offerings, and fighting games were my genres of choice as a kid. I spent so much time honing my skills on weekend-long rentals. There was one fighting game that really changed my perception of what the genre could produce. Instead of giving its characters magical powers and fireballs, Virtua Fighter focused on the player using characters rooted in the mostly realistic combat, with some cartoonish elements like space jumping on a 3D plane. Virtua Fighter revolutionized fighting games, and I was there playing the Genesis port of VF2. My fandom halted thanks to me not owning a Sega Dreamcast, but in 2002, when Virtua Fighter 4 came to the PlayStation 2, I had to own the port. Once again, many hours were poured into VF4, the same with its expansion, Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution. Thankfully, gaming's 7th generation would offer an online version of Virtua Fighter 5 that also sported one of the best single-player modes in fighting game history. So when it was announced that the believed final entry in the franchise, Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown, would arrive on the PlayStation 4 as Ultimate Showdown, with a bigger focus on online competition, I reverted to my young self as if it was Christmas Eve. I downloaded Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown when it became available to my PlayStation 5, thanks to the game being cross-platform in presentation, and went to the lab before entering the online realm, just waiting to be thrashed or produce a thrashing on yours truly. With Ultimate Showdown being promoted as an esport type of experience, this version of Virtua Fighter doesn't feature a lot in regards to modes. Offline players can only take part in an arcade ladder, with the non-playable duel awaiting to destroy any player that faces it, 2-player versus mode, and a practice mode. The online options are pretty straightforward as well, with a ranked mode that puts the player in practice mode until an online opponent is found. There are also online lobbies known as rooms. In these rooms, players can take part in single fights, elimination tournaments, and even league matchups with up to 18 players in one room at a time. Unfortunately, only one fight can occur in a room at a time, meaning players not at the top of the room can only spectate until it's their turn, similar to King of the Hill mode in the recent Mortal Kombat games. Though there isn't a platinum trophy available to earn, players can earn trophies through some very grind-heavy requirements, like playing 600 ranked matches and 1,200 fights overall. Though it may take quite a while to complete the game's trophy list, those who enjoy Virtua Fighter games won't feel disappointed with the grind. Though the fighting engine and overall gameplay was established almost 30 years ago, much about what makes Ultimate Showdown special is what also treated gamers all those years ago. Like its predecessors, Ultimate Showdown maintains a very simplistic control scheme with only punch, kick, and guard buttons. By tapping the punch and guard buttons at the same time, we'll perform a throw attack. Throws do tremendous damage in VF games, but can be avoided rather easily or reversed. Certain stages are destructible or lack walls, competing on elevated platforms or barricaded areas, where the fences and railings can be broken, will create ring-out scenarios that end a round immediately in the favor of the fighter who is still on the platform, adding another gameplay element the player must be aware of at all times. Thanks to the game's overall control scheme and presentation, every character is accessible in one form or another, but to master said character will require a lot of training, practice, and fights against other online players. Being that this is an online-focused game, it is wonderful to know that the connection quality during online encounters is nearly flawless. Some fights will suffer from lag and hiccups, but those moments are few and far between unless the opponent has a 1 to 2 bar connection quality. As noted, offline players won't find much to truly enjoy with this entry, as the quest mode that was available in Virtua Fighter 4 and 5 doesn't make a comeback just like it did in Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown. Quest mode used the data collected from various arcade players and VF developers to produce a series of competitors ready to fight a single player chosen character. Quest mode also offered currency and appearance customization options for the character being used in said mode. In Ultimate Showdown, customization is connected to paid DLC that also unlocks retro stages and costumes. The game also looks gorgeous using the Dragon engine crafted by the studio behind the Yakuza series, though some characters look a little odd compared to their 8th and even 7th generation counterparts. The sound is retro in the best way possible, harkening back to the days of Virtua Fighter 2, right down to the hollow echoes when blocking attacks. There isn't much to keep offline players coming back for more, but lovers of the Virtua Fighter franchise and those looking to test their skills online will most likely love this offering. As a PlayStation Plus free game until August 2021, fighting game aficionados should have nothing but wonderful moments playing Ultimate Showdown both offline and online. But what about after the free window is closed? For someone who has enjoyed past VF games or online fighters, or both, there is no reason not to put one's money down right now to keep it for good. Those on the fence should definitely give it a download and try it offline and online to see if this more grounded version of Tekken and Dead or Alive is enjoyable to them. Who knows, by giving Ultimate Showdown a chance, a potential fan will appreciate going to any combat seminar.
Knockout!